YouTube, what is going on, guys? It is your boy Screens, man. In today's video, I'm gonna be showing you guys the best builds to rep up with in for any position. So if you are a guard, if you are a center, if you're a lockdown, these are the builds that you guys are gonna want to use. I'm gonna kind of explain the rep method so that you guys aren't totally lost. And if you guys would like, I will also make an in-depth rep method video, like breakdown for my next video. If you guys if you like this video and you like, I know that you guys will want the rep method video, drop a like, drop a comment. So before we get into it, y'all, thank you guys so much for 22.4k. We are growing very, very quickly. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to drop a sub because we are growing very, very quickly. 30k on the way. Set those post notifications. And I think I've been holding you guys here long enough. So without further ado, let's get right into it. All right, so the very first thing that I'm going to go over with you guys is the build type. So like I said, I am going to give you guys 3 builds in total. One of them is going to be a guard, and the other 2 are going to be centers. Now, one is going to be an inside center. The other one is going to be an outside center. So no matter how you guys want to be able to play, you guys will be able to rep up with at least one of these 3 builds, you know what I mean? So, yep, let's get right into it. So the position, first off, I want to deal with the big men first because those, like, there's 2 of them, so I might as well get one out of the way. So go with the power forward position. I know a lot of people like always comment on my videos and they're just like, oh my god, this isn't a big man build. This is a power forward. My 7'3" center would baby you. Like, I understand that, but at the same time, this is the build that you need to have to get rep. I'm not really too focused about guarding a 7'3" post scorer in the paint. I am concerned with getting the most my points possible and also hitting level 40 the fastest way possible. And this build will help me do that. So go with a power forward, go with a lefty. It doesn't really matter, honestly, for handedness. And jersey number, I always go with 00. So, yeah. So what you do is you go to 00 and then you do continue. And then you're greeted with this screen. So the way that the rep system is set up is that you guys are going to want to be able to throw or catch lobs. So if you're a big man, I would say you are going to want to be on the receiving end of the lob. So you have to like catch it and dunk it. You're probably not going to be the one like that throws it if you're the big man. So what that means is the way that rep works in this game, if you're throwing or catching lobs, it all depends on your pie chart. So if you want to catch lobs and rep up, you have to have some sort of blue in your pie chart. And if you want to throw them, makes sense, vice versa. You're going to want to have playmaking in your archetype somewhere. So the one that I'm going to tell you guys first is the inside center. A lot of you, if you guys played 2K21 or 2K20, you guys kind of knew that the rep system, kind of know how the rep system works to begin with, but I'm still going to go through. I'm still going to show you guys the build. And they also added new pie charts. So what I would personally go with is, like, it really doesn't matter to me, but decide between either the more blue and some red, or I think it's over here, the half red, half blue. I think it's, yeah, right here. So for me personally, if you look at the half red, half blue, you have an 83 rebound, whereas if you go over here, you have an 85 rebound. You have better rebounding and blocking stats and better finishing because you have more blue than red. The only thing you lose is you lose the Hall of Fame badges on defense, but in my opinion, that really doesn't matter because you're gonna get an absurd amount. So, yes. So what I would personally do is pick the more more blue than red. Now, for your physical, it really doesn't matter. I would personally go with either the pure speed or the speed vertical because I'm pretty sure vertical does affect your like dunk frequency and like your ability to get dunks and stuff like that. So go with either or. I don't really care. I'm gonna go with speed and vert just because I want to be able to like obviously dunk more. And yeah. So now the attributes. What you guys are gonna want to do. First of all, I'm gonna skip finishing for now. It might be weird, but yeah. Max out these 2 in playmaking. Max out your pass accuracy and your ball control. Your post control, and take your ball handle and bring it up to a 50 so you get the 13th playmaking badge. Next, completely max out everything in defense. You're not going to want to be able to shoot with this build because honestly, you're not going to rep up fast being a shooter. And like I said, if you want to be able to shoot, I'm going to show you guys a primarily shooting build that will also get rep. So just wait for that. But so max out your close shot, your driving dunk, and your standing dunk, and then put the rest on your driving layup so that you get a 25th finishing badge. So what we have here is we have a 25, a 113, and a 25. And we have a max driving and standing and close shot. We have a 70 layup, so that we're gonna have we're gonna unlock the what is it called? The long athlete layup package off rip. We have 13 playmaking badges, which is insane for like unpluckable, quick first step, bullet passer, literally everything. And for defense, we have max defense. Now, even though we don't have Hall of Fame defensive badges, we still have a lot of defensive badges in general. We have 25 like at our disposal. So that's like 8 gold badges along with a bronze one. And on top of that, you can mix and match like silvers, bronzes, whenever you want. So you're not going to notice the difference in gold to Hall of Fame badges, in my opinion. I don't think that's a good indicator. I use gold defense on my shooting center, if you guys know the build that I primarily use. So, and I don't have an issue with defense at all. Like I'm not like struggling on defense. So this build's gonna work fine. Next, go with Burley. I always go with Burley just for the body shape of a center. Take your height and go down 1. So you'll see that there's a huge increase in speed, acceleration, and vertical. That is exactly what you want. It's because what's gonna happen is your perimeter, lateral, and steal are gonna go up, which they did. Your interior, block, and both rebounds are gonna go down. Now that's gonna get fixed when you increase your wingspan, so don't even worry about it. Next, what you guys want to do is take your weight, and I think it's 188 pounds if I'm not mistaken. No, I'm sorry, 187. Go to your weight and go to 187 exactly. Now, the reason I say 187 exactly, because if you go to 185, if you go minimum, you actually, the only stat that does anything is your interior defense, you just lose it. So if you go to 187, you'll just gain an extra speed and lose a strength, and in my opinion, that's worth it. Now, you don't want to go down in stats, so you don't have to. So go with the highest speed player, which is 187 pounds. And for your wingspan, max it out. If you're making a center and you don't max out your wingspan, in my opinion, that is really, really stupid. But I see a lot of people do it. So what I'm going to say, max it out. And like I said, our block and rebounds are right back up, as well as having the perimeter defense, lateral quickness, and steal from going down in weight. Or I'm sorry, height. And also, if you notice, look at our driving dunk and standing dunk. 95. So at 99 overall, we're going to have a 99 of literally everything. So that's perfect. Now, you're left with the takeovers. Personally, I think that Glass Cleaner is the best takeover in the game on current gen, for a center at least. I don't really like Rim Protector. I don't like Slasher. Obviously, if you have personal preference, if you really, really want Rim Protector or Slasher, by all means, take it. I don't really care. I personally, on every single one of my center builds, I always get Glass Cleaner. So that's what I'm going to do right here. So Glass Cleaner, takeover, and here we have made the pure inside rep build, the glass cleaning finisher, shades of Shawn Kemp, Giannis, and Jaren Jackson Jr. So now what I'm going to do, this is the inside build. Like I said, I'm going to show you guys the shooting center build that is capable of obviously popping, and it's not just limited to pick and roll and defense. I'm going to show you guys that one right now. All right, boys, so we are back here at this screen. Nothing that you want to change from the last build. You still want to go power forward, handedness, be whatever you want. Like, it's all personal preference. Obviously, I always go lefty, and jersey number doesn't matter. So continue. And now, again, same sort of thing. We want to have blue in our pie chart this time, again, but we also want to be able to shoot. Okay, so the ones that we have it narrowed down to is either the half blue and green or the more blue than green. Those are the two builds that you guys are gonna want to use if you want to have contact dunks. If contact dunks really don't matter to you, I guess you could consider the more green than blue. But at that point, if you're not getting contact dunks, I feel like the build itself is kind of stupid. But yeah, what I personally went with is opposed to what I said last time about the red blue, I went with the half on this one because obviously I want as much shooting as possible. So half blue, half green, pick that one. Next, because the physicals are so low on this build, because you're not really a defender, I would advise you guys to pick the pure speed just to be as fast as possible. And your vertical is still pretty good. So yeah, pick the pure speed one. You could go speed vert if you want. It's personal preference. I don't really care. Now, for your finishing, max out your close shot, max out your driving dunk, max out your standing dunk. And we're going to come back to driving layup, so don't even worry about it. Next, for your shooting, you guys are going to want to do one of two things. So first of all, max out your mid-range three-pointer. And now there's two ways to handle free throw or in post fade. You can either just straight up do all in a post fade and then take your free throw up until you get 20. Because the reason why I do 20 is because there's an event that revolves around shooting badges. You guys don't know the shooter specialist event. If you have 20 shooting badges on a player unlocked and equipped, you're going to have triple rep. If you have 12 unlocked and equipped, you're going to have double rep. So this is to basically make sure that I will get the triple rep when that event comes out. Now, if that doesn't matter to you, you could do like, you could play around with it. You could do a random shit, but don't go higher than 20 shooting, in my opinion, because you really don't need it. I'm just doing it because I really want to be able to play the event. So, yeah. So, like I said, you could either have a max free throw if you're playing rec or something, and you could run with something like this, or you can have your post fade maxed and then have your free throw up until you get 20, like I said. So, one of the two, doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna leave it like this because I think you get more attributes. So let me see, 227, and then yeah, you get the same amount of attributes, so it really doesn't matter. So yeah. Now, max out perimeter, max out lateral, max out steal, max out block, rebounds, and now we have a little bit else to do. So you can get up to 11 defensive. Personally, I think that 9 is fine for defensive. I don't think you need more than that. And you're like, the only thing is that you're probably gonna go a little higher for your layup to get the whatever it's called, the long athlete layup package. You can't get 20, unfortunately, for slashing. For whatever reason, even though we maxed out all of these, you have to max out your post hook too, and I think you get like 22 shooting badges or slashing badges, if I'm not mistaken. So what I would probably do, run with a 66 driving layup, put up your interior defense a little bit, or you could just disregard, if the package doesn't really matter to you and you really want the 2 extra defensive, just take that down and put the rest of it on interior defense. So now we have a 14, 20, 1, and 11. And in my opinion, this is still really good despite not having a lot of playmaking. So what I would personally do, throw on bronze bullet passer, and then you can pop, you can slash, you'll get contact dunks. And yeah, that's perfect. So now that we're done with that, again, go Burley, take your height, go down an inch so that you go up 6 speed, 6 excel, and 3 vertical. Your rebounding stats are going to take a hit, like I said, but again, we're going to make it back up with our wingspan. Go minimum when it comes to your weight. I think this build is a 190. Yeah, this build is a 190 because if you guys pay attention, it's different than the other build. If you look at my, the speed is already maxed. Like, I can't go higher with the speed. If you look at the 190, if you go 191, you lose a perimeter defense. If you stay at 190, or if you go back to 190, you gain an perimeter defense, and there's nothing really to lose. So, max that out. Max your wingspan out. So as you guys can see in the top left, we have an 81 driving dunk. Now you're probably thinking, oh my god, why is he saying that he's gonna get contact dunks? He only has an 81. When you max this build out and you get to 99 overall, it's gonna give you a +4 to every single one of your stats. Meaning that at 99 overall, you're gonna have an 85 driving dunk, and that's gonna unlock the contact dunk packages. Because in this game, it really doesn't. Your vertical doesn't matter. It's just your driving dunk stat and height. So yeah, max it out. Now again, like I said, personally, I think that the glass cleaner one is really, really good here. Now, if you guys really feel the need to get spot up, rim protector, slasher, by all means do it. But I personally am going to go with glass cleaner. Now, that is the finisher build. So we have covered 2 of the 3 builds, both of them being centers. And now I'm going to show some love to my guards and show them the best build to rep up fast with. All right. Guys, so for the last build, we're on this screen for the very, very last time. Now, obviously, we still have the power forward position selected. Get rid of that and make it a point guard. If you're a point guard and you want to rep up, you need to be a point guard. It's just an obvious. So, again, handedness doesn't matter. Jersey number does not matter. Go with the point guard. Next, go with the pie chart of the half yellow, half green. Basically, what you want to do is you want to be able to throw lobs and earn rep for it. So you have to have playmaking in your build. And you'll be able to end the games fast once you're done throwing lobs, because you do cap out on a certain number of lobs. At that point, you just want to end the game as fast as possible, and the only way to do that is by taking threes. So the green, great complementary archetype here. So go with that. Take your speed. Be a pure speed pie chart, please. Don't go with the speed vert, because you're really not going to be like jumping a lot. Like, it really doesn't matter. You're going to be short anyway. So go with the speed pie chart, and yeah. Next, max out your driving dunk, take your shooting, max that out, and then take down your post fade until you get exactly 24 shooting. So it's going to be a 69 post fade. Now, move on to the playmaking, max out your pass accuracy and your ball handle, and then bring your post control up until you get 24, exactly there. Now, we put the rest of this on our defensive stats, so perimeter, lateral, steal, max rebound, max block, And you can either put this on interior defense or rebound. Again, it really doesn't matter. Or you could play around with it and put it on like your driving layup, which I don't think you're going to be able to get the long athlete package, because I think when we turn down the wingspan, you're going to lose layup instead of gain it. So probably what I would do is definitely put on interior defense, just because you're probably not going to be in the paint for offensive rebounds, but really depends. Put this last 13 on either interior or offensive, doesn't matter at all. You're going to have the same amount of badges either way. Or you could get the, I think you could get the 25th shooting, yeah. So you could get the 25th shooting, and I think, yeah. So do something that looks like this. Yeah, really doesn't matter. And now, now that we're done with that, body shape, you're probably going to want to change it, because you don't really want to be, like, massive as a guard. I would say go with compact or either slight. Those are the two most popular. Next, your height, go with 6 foot. Now, the reason that I'm saying 6 foot is because 6 foot is the tallest height for a point guard to have the fastest speed with ball. If you guys don't know, speed with ball is based off of your, I think it's 30% ball handle and 70% speed. So either way, you're going to have like a 99 speed, right? Now, if you're 6 foot or shorter, you're going to have a 92 ball handle. If you're 6'1" or taller, you're going to have a 91 ball handle. So given the fact that it's based off of both of those stats, I would sacrifice the 1 inch from a 6'1" to a 6 foot to gain the extra speed, which is exactly what I did. Go with 6 foot. Now, for your weight, honestly, I would just say go with the one that gives you the max Excel. So I think it's right here. I think it's 162, because you really don't, you only lose stats decreasing your weight, except for speed and Excel. And like I said, they're both gonna be 99s anyway. So just go with 162. It's the heaviest weight that you can be with the max speed and Excel. Next, wingspan, decrease it. I know I said for centers to increase it, but obviously you're not a center anymore. So minimum wingspan, you're gonna have a 94 3 ball, or I'm sorry, 95 3 ball with the 99 overall. You're gonna have a 92 ball handle, 96 ball handle at 99, and you're just gonna be, first of all, you're gonna be a speed demon with the ball, and you're not gonna miss. I'm not gonna lie. So go with that, and don't get caught up with shot creator takeover. Everybody does this every year. They always pick shot creator. They think it's gonna be really good. Pick spot up. It's the best takeover every single year for guards. I don't care what you say. So you have made the playmaking shot creator the meta build for the past, I'd say, like 3 years at point guard. So yeah, now this is the point guard build. This is the only point guard build that people should be using, in my opinion. And I gave you guys the 2 center builds as well. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to end the video in the park with you guys there. So guys, hopefully you guys did find a build that will work for you. I'm sorry if you guys didn't, but these are, in my opinion, some of the best rep builds in the game. Everybody uses them. Everybody who hits a high rep, everybody that has hit a level 40, like within the first 24 hours of Season 2, is using at least one of these builds, probably both on the same 2s court. So like I said, hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. If y'all haven't, please drop a like, drop a comment, drop a sub if y'all have not already. It's been your boy Screen.